For tomorrow.
Okay, start the meeting.
I guess I have sponsor though. Oh,
You wanna see me kick?
everything you have to do.
She's an important woman.
You beat it?
Busy.
I'll be.
Yeah, it is.
You need people?
I need people there. I need lots of people
A
there.
lot of people there.
Also need donations.
All right, I'm gonna call this meeting to order, especially the advisory board at 5:37 PM. First order of business is roll call. I guess I'll do it since we don't have secretary. Oh, we do have a secretary.
Yes, and on that, I wanna,
Well,
Pro-
first, can you do the roll call and we'll get to the
okay,
thing.
Vivian Levy,
Present.
Yesenia Orellana,
Present.
Madeline Santana,
Present.
Clarimar Celedón,
Present.
Francisco Dolinchen present. And this is Paula Gonzalez, newest member. Wanna welcome her.
Thank you.
I know some of you know her, or most of you know her, so. Gonzalez. And with that, can I propose a motion?
Not yet.
Oh,
Next order of business is any deferrals, additions, or deletions.
I have one. To speak a little bit on the martial arts. On the classes. That they're starting next Monday.
Okay.
Added to
Well, we
old
have-
business?
Yeah, well, yeah, there's a dojo.
This is next steps, so I don't know. Would
Yeah,
that be
yeah,
included there?
yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Anybody else?
Yes. If I could, if we could add, but in the beginning, Yvonne from the Department of Agriculture,
Okay.
Public comment?
if you can just,
Public comment.
It'll be public comment.
okay.
That's next, so.
The presentation from you and Card picnic.
But that would also be public
Yes.
We would like to ask if we could be added to the agenda to discuss it with you guys. Because we only get 3 minutes of its public comments.
isn't that kind of like insider thing?
No.
We do have.
Okay.
Or you can add it as an actual agenda item if you want to. If you don't want to, that's fine. We'll take 3 minutes and we'll speak as fast as possible.
So, can you speak about it in public comments and see how we do with the rest of the agenda? I'm gonna try to move it along really quick so we have time to discuss it.
You gonna have time for 3 minutes left? Okay.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I don't have one of those things.
I'll pass them along when,
When the
but you gotta do your
Okay.
election still.
Right.
You have to do any more additions?
Anybody?
Yes, you do, for the budget. Because with carry forward, you already have like all your line items and everything, but the numbers that you had. You have to kind of. Just like make a motion.
New business or old?
Today?
New business or old? Okay. New business or old? New. I make a motion to add budget. Follow-up update to new business, making it 7D.
Hold on, you made a motion to?
Add item 7D. Budget update. Review.
I second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, motion passes. All right, okay, so then no more additions, deletions? Everybody? Public comments.
Ladies first. I made this easier. Ladies first.
So I've been invited, Officer Amador, to speak to you about what it is that we do. My name is Yvonne Perez-Suarez, and I am the Consumer Outreach Coordinator with the Florida Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services. A lot of people are not aware that within the Department of Agriculture, we have a division of consumer services. In the state of Florida, we serve as the clearinghouse for everything that's consumer fraud prevention, education. And so I do outreach. I'm based out of Doral, but I cover all of South Florida, from the Florida Keys up to Fort Myers, to the west and, Martin County to the east and everything in between. So what we do is outreach and, I talk about different groups within the communities that are targets of scams and frauds. There's some things that hit us all, like the pump, right? The skippers of the pump. But then there are other frauds that affect other groups within the community. And one of my presentations, which I do throughout, like I mentioned throughout South Florida, is I do one with about those frauds and scams and how we can help the community, the disabled community. Okay. And I don't know, I don't think it's something that we talk much about because it's just, we do it very general. But it is, it's a community that really we need to be more aware that this is happening. And a lot of the types of scams that are happening within that community is extortion. So I have already, spoken with like ARC of South Florida, their Broward office, and one of the young ladies in the group, she had been a victim and she didn't tell anybody about what happened. And she was a victim of extortion. They called her. They made her go to her ATM machine, get out money, and then they told her, if you say anything, we know where you live, we can, we can harm you. And that day was the first day that she was actually finding out that there is, that there is an organization or an agency that does help them that they can go to. So now for us, ARC is like a safe place where they can go and talk about it, because there's a lot of shame associated with being a victim of fraud. You don't want to talk about it because the first thing I get is if somebody's telling me their case or they're telling me about a friend, but I'm smart, but they're so smart and they don't know that any one of us can fall victim to it, especially the more vulnerable ones. So there's a lot of extortion going on. There's a lot of people impersonating government agencies only because they use so much government agencies. So they're promising folks work when there is no such thing. So there's a lot going on and we want to create awareness. I think within this group may also fall on child ID, and I've talked about it in our meetings, child ID theft, which is $1 billion industries. Parents don't know about it. Parents don't, just like this topic, they're not aware of it. And unfortunately, when I go to talk to groups, put things together, parents don't even show up. Very, very sad. So these are the kinds of things that we do that I offer. I don't, you've got other things to discuss in today's meeting, but thank you again for the opportunity. I'm very appreciative. My presentations are in English and Spanish, free of charge. We are available any day of the week for this. So the topics that I cover is the people with disabilities. I do one for seniors, child ID, veterans, small business, the general public, the Indian American community. Which I'm excited about working with them because they're very underserved because they don't know where to go. So and a lot of people don't associate the Florida Department of Agriculture with fraud or scams, but there's so much that we do. We want to get the word out. Call us if you have any questions. If you want to report, you feel you've been a victim or that there is something going on that's maybe not so clear, let us know. And we have in Tallahassee, we have folks that speak English and Spanish. We have numbers for both. We work very closely with the FTC and can provide information through the FTC in other languages as well.
What is FTC?
Federal Trade Commission.
Okay.
So they handle everything that's like on a more national level, things that impact. So there's a lot of information. I cover South Florida, but I also cover everything in Spanish for the state. As far as what I do, my colleague in Orlando handles Central Florida. And so Tallahassee, obviously handles North Florida. So even if you were involved in an organization that may be in another part of the state, you can contact me. I will be more than happy to put you in contact with my colleague. and that organization, and, you know, we can do these presentations to the community, so if you want to do something special.
Thank you. How long is your presentation?
I can fit in, I mean, you know, sometimes, most of the times I go to things that already have an agenda, like today, so I'm very limited to 20 minutes, but if you want to do something special, I can do an hour.
I was just thinking, since disability is one of them, we can always partner up and have a workshop or
Mhm.
presentation with the elderly affairs, the
Yes.
veterans,
Yes.
as a group effort for a
I
workshop.
want to mention to you, because we had this discussion today, that, for example, the state attorney's office, we were having a conversation. There has been a worrisome spike in the number of fraud affecting seniors in Dade County. So Palm Beach County, just before the pandemic, I should tell you, they had to start regulating the caregivers. Because they saw a lot, this was just before the pandemic. So, you know, and this goes as well for seniors, if you have, your grandparents or parents at home that are at the beginning stages of dementia and they're picking up the phone and giving out information that is maybe too much. You know, and there are a lot of new things that we're dealing with, today, a global organization that I'm involved with and the FCC that we're talking about. Artificial intelligence and how this is going to just be a game changer for everything that we do. So, we have a free, monthly newsletter that you can sign up to, floridaconsumerhelp.com. That's the link to our division. So, you know, feel free to contact me. Best way to do it is via email because I travel all the time because I'm always commuting. So, email is just the fastest way.
Can you email us the list of the workshops that you give?
Yeah.
Or that you speak on?
Mhm.
I guess it would have to be,
I can
So-
send you an email.
yeah, so that we can have it, because that's definitely something that we do. We do workshops and we try to have
I
a
have
few a year.
I have gone to Fort Myers for a lunch and learn with a company, with a CPA company, and then been back. So,
And what hours?
Question, with regards to the special needs population that you mentioned, when you're talking about scams and fraud, does that cover them being victims of, let's say, Medicaid fraud, if they're getting service from an agency?
so that's usually one of the frauds. I don't go specifically into Medicaid because I'm not within that agency, but I can tell you how they go about it in using that agency. Okay, so that's one of the many things that they use, because now our social security number is given everywhere. So, you know, that makes you even more vulnerable, especially if you're using, you know, a lot of government agencies and a lot of, you know, assistance. And I've had a case where a mother had her original social security number on her purse with her and that of her child. They stole her purse and, you know, we know what that happens. And they sell the social security numbers.
Yeah.
From newborn, this is affecting newborns to and above. So.
It's more expensive to buy the identity of a child than to buy the identity of an adult.
And it's better.
Yeah,
It's
but
better in
by
the
the time
sense-
they find out, it's years after.
Yeah, exactly. So it's better for them because it's so many years that they can do it and it will go completely unnoticed.
What are the hours that you're available for the presentation?
I'm here, so. We are available, I'm available. I can't speak with you because I'm the only person in South Florida. But I'm available, you know, anytime. I don't have a set schedule, and we're in March, so if you're thinking like last year, in February of last year, I had booked something for December. So you can, if you have things coming up months in advance, it doesn't matter. I'll book them.
Okay.
I did this today. He
Yeah,
came up to me in the meeting, can you come today? I'm like, okay.
I gotta say, thank you, Yvonne. I mean, I gotta put it out there. This was so last minute. But she mentioned the special needs and all, and so, okay, you know what, tonight, we're having a meeting, if you could come, it would be great, because we don't have to extend this. Because they have been talking about how the uptake has been so big with so Madeline made a big thing, because she came last month for the elderly affairs, and we spoke, and she came to their bingo, and she spoke to them. And we're talking about setting up through Iowa, through the town, a workshop for the elderly. but maybe it could be one for everyone,
Yeah.
just one for everyone.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to come out for each individual and everybody could be.
I don't come, I don't get asked too much to Miami Lakes until I met this nice gentleman.
And now I'm gonna be bothered.
No, 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 no.
Do you have any questions? I'm sorry, but
Yes, I know. You're like very tight for time. Thank you so much.
No,
for
you
coming.
didn't want to pick up all your time.
I have your card.
Thank
This
you.
sounds like a really important subject for the community. So
Thank you.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, so,
You're welcome to stay
what's your name, sir?
if you like.
I'll,
It's up to you. but-
the only thing I need for my report is a picture, because they have to tell, you know, that I'm not just hanging around.
I tried to see.
No, it's private, it's private, it doesn't get on social media.
Yeah.
You should be in it,
But
yeah.
you should be in the picture.
No, don't worry, just that. Just that. There we go. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
And have a
you so
lovely
much.
night.
You too.
You too.
okay, so, I'm John Roger, former chair of the Special Needs Advisory Board. And I'm glad to be here with you all today. I have two things that I want to say, so I'm gonna take up a second for myself, and then I want to get into this concept that Ivan and I are working on. One, I want to thank you all for the years that I've got to be a part of this board. Many of you know that I've decided to run for council. We have a debate tomorrow, so make sure everybody tunes in. It'll be 6:30 p.m. on YouTube, or you can come to town hall and scream for me, which would be really nice. But either way, we are excited because I've had a lot of positive response from the people in town, and a lot of folks are looking at this as, you know, here's someone who cares about our community, and I'm looking forward to it. I recently also spoke at the ASPA government event that took place over in Miami-Dade College, which was supposed to be as the board chair, but now as a councilman. And I can tell you that I shared with a lot of the cities and city leaders who were in our group during this presentation, and that I did, about the work that you guys have done here in town with this board. And I had such a tremendous positive feedback from all the town leaders. Everyone was impressed with what were the plans and the works and the things that you guys are doing to make sure that this town is inclusive, and how to bring people to work and how to give them opportunities. You know, they were very excited to hear about what you've done and what you guys are still doing. So I thought you would like to know about that, specifically people from the city of Miami. And we had a couple of big members there from the politicians that were there, and they were very impressed with the special needs safety program, the opportunity for the workshops, the inclusion, and the efforts that you are making to try and bring together everybody. So I want to make sure you guys got the chance to hear that, because we didn't get a chance to talk about it, and they were extremely proud of your work. Now, over the last couple weekends, I've been trying to make sure my kids and I are getting out to some of the events. You know, it's been a long time since I've done events, so now I'm just trying to do some. And recently, Dr. Alessandri asked me to come down and join him for their card barbecue picnic that they had down in Coral Gables. It was a lot of fun, and while I was there, I had a chance to chat it up with some of the people from card, and I said, why aren't we doing this in Miami Lakes? And considering the office is here, and the first thing Michael told me was, please present. And I said, okay, fine. So let me go ahead and share with you guys. Can you pass this to them? And then this one here, you can pass you can pass down all the way to Gabby. So I wrote up a quick synopsis of what this would look like. And what they did down there was they partnered with the Elks Lodge, and you guys wrote a grant to help pay for all the funding and stuff, and then obviously inviting everybody from card and people around the area who have children with or adults with autism to come out and see it. It was an amazing event. They had great free food, free drinks, everything, not like alcoholic things, just soda, water, etc. And they had a magic show. The magic show was really fun. The kids were enjoying it. They asked questions and he answered them. And then they had a basketball thing outside as well. So it was a good event. I think we could jazz it up a bit more with some more fun stuff if we think about it. But I said to Dr. Alessandri, we should do this here. And with the years that I worked with you guys, I thought, you know what, the board's number one thing is always trying to do something good, something kind of event. And I thought maybe this would be an opportunity to use something like the Royal Oaks Park and the community center, where we could do an indoor section with tables and have some food. We can do grilling, we can do volunteer work. The board can help by getting the city's space donated to the event and maybe some donation of some money. And Dr. Alessandri also said that he would like to work on getting a grant to put some money towards it as well. No definitive date, although they were thinking summer, fall, because obviously this is just a proposal idea. And is there anything that I missed?
No, I mean, I think that's it. And I think summer, fall, thinking, maybe like a back to school, like right before school, to kind of gather everybody, remind them of our services, make sure that if they're not registered, that they can register then, or if not, they can just reconnect with us. And yes, and besides whatever is mentioned here, then obviously we're open to any sort of suggestions as far as activities that you guys might feel have worked for you guys in the past.
So it will be like a collaboration between the board and you and CARD.
And I know we have a bunch of sensory stuff that we use for the 4th of July, so I was thinking, well, you guys could take part of the room and make a little back room where we usually do the VIP area for the gala. We can use as like a sensory friendly lights off room. You could have some toys and games out. They could do a little show, whatever you guys want to do. When I went to the event, I said, this is something we need in our town. We've been talking about wanting to do something like this, and they're already got part of the puzzle built. All we have to do is build around it. So if you guys are interested, we can have further talks, whatever, I'll be glad to help however I can. And I'm sure from this point, obviously Ivan can take it over from here, but you guys let me know what you want to do and we'll be happy to help it out.
So we'll definitely have a discussion about it. And hopefully when we get through this agenda. So you guys are okay with that?
Yes,
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Best of luck.
Thanks to you.
I want to say, if it
I'll be
doesn't,
watching tomorrow.
if it doesn't work out, I'll be back, but you know what? I think I'm gonna win. And I think if I don't win, I'm gonna run again, because you know what? We need someone on the council that's gonna help for this board. And I have so many ideas and so many things I know that can make a difference for what you guys are working on. So we just gotta get it done. And that's what I want to do. Thank you. And
Really proud of you.
for the rest of you, so you know, I left Vivian a note with all of the stuff that was in my brain. Because I know that that I had a lot of ideas. and
That's a
stuff.
tricky thing.
Yeah, so I left her a note so she can go through it.
Number anyway.
Yes, you do. Just in case. I want to make sure I didn't leave you guys empty handed. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
No.
So moving on to the approval of the minutes.
Again, do you need me to stay for any of the events that you want to talk about?
You think I would that know?
Well, yeah. The workshop.
I saw you're doing
Yes, you wanna move it up?
Oh, I know.
Huh?
But we don't need to ask to change it. I just want to.
You're doing a teller.
For the school. Yeah, I'm supposed to go with Dominic.
We're gonna have some luck.
No, we already.
I don't want to shop.
I remember looking at that. I shared it on my social.
No, he's.
Are we doing the minutes?
I know about it, you don't know one. I
Yeah.
can't.
That's what we're.
Oh, okay.
I think,
Right? And then the first one. Yeah.
2-3 meetings or so.
Yeah. It's here.
That's why I'm. All right.
Okay, so.
So now,
Let me know.
we'll go with the minutes.
So the second set of minutes
Or the
doesn't
last.
have a date. Sorry,
What, it does have a date?
the second set. of
You?
minutes.
It's a subcommittee meeting, you were not present.
Oh, okay, I was like, I didn't mess up this time.
I totally
Forget to come tomorrow night, guys. Cheer me on. Bye. Have a good night.
And so tomorrow, I'll be rooting from my sofa. I'll be rooting.
Okay. Good luck.
Have a great one.
See you guys.
Is page 6, the minutes from the meeting? Good?
Now, what's your question?
is page 6 the meeting, our last meeting? The regular last meeting?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay,
So page 8 is the subcommittee.
yeah. No, I was just looking at the new business was empty, announcement and empty.
Guys, I apologize if I seem like frazzled with the mess, but this is my first meeting back. I like running the meeting, so.
It takes
And
time
it's
to
been
warm up.
like, you were super busy week. And I know we have a lot, like on the agenda, so. I'm trying to. So we can get through everything.
Yeah, I read it. January. Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, that's very good.
Then this was the subcommittee meeting we had 2 weeks ago.
Mm.
We have 2 or 3 a year. It means that in 1 month or twice. So it's like 2 or 3 times a year. It's we don't, sometimes we have a lot of time, and then I have to do everything,
Huh? What?
and if we have an event. That's big, that we need to work on it,
Yeah.
like last sort of thing, so we create a subcommittee.
One. 21.
Just to have a little bit extra to work on that, but those subcommittee meetings are supposed to talk about one thing in particular that we. So in that's a thing. It was about this, subcommittee meeting next week, and that's what we.
On the first meeting, the one dated February 7th. I think. Old business. That field trip and the email blast, I don't think we ever discussed that. I think that was new business. That was like moved over.
It was.
And Mayor, that one, I'll say that.
No. So we're gonna.
So, page 7, it says John motion to go over 6A, B, and C from old business and move the rest to the next meeting. I don't,
what it was. Shouldn't it say what it is?
Cause I wrote it down that it was moving 6A, B, C, so.
No, I understand, but is it supposed to say like
Has it a-
6A and then specify? Or is that how it's supposed to be?
I'm sorry,
Like, for example, so John motion to go over 6A, should it say what 6A was? Cause
so it would. Well, yes, if it's like in that type of format, but if not, if it's literally like the agenda, then you could just put A and then just put it like right under it. Like John motion to move this.
yeah, but the thing is, we don't have it here.
Yes, exactly.
So I don't
So-
know what, yeah, cause if it would be here in old business,
Yes.
then we would
Because-
know what you're referring to, right? Then
Yes.
right now we
So,
don't.
Everything is under the announcements section.
No. I don't.
Right, because covered. That's why I'm not understanding.
Okay.
Because everything
No,
is,
because then we have 6G and H.
6A was a
7A,
committee report. 6A was the committee report. 6B was Officer Amador SNSP updates. And 6C was Dojo Open House. And that was under old business for that agenda of the
So
last
this
meeting.
isn't,
And to be honest, I don't remember putting that
This-
Eagle Blast
This
Air
was
Data
new business.
as a field trip. Yeah, that's new business.
That was new business
I
on
think
that
here on
agenda.
old business, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in old business, everything that was old business should be here. And then
Right.
this here should be a new business.
Yeah,
Correct.
but I don't remember putting this on the old business. Cause I never seen the field trip for Vivian.
No, that was new business at that meeting.
Oh,
The thing is, what's under old business should be under new business. And then under old business, there's nothing. So everything that was old business should
Should
be
be.
here. Cause then it's like a continuation of our last meeting, cause right, to be, like, if she wasn't reading it out, I would have no idea, like, what it was.
To move item 6A, B, C, committee report,
Yeah.
SN updates, Dojo Open
so you
House.
gotta put the old business there
breakdown.
on the old business here.
And like, and with the letters, cause here you just put it
Yeah.
like bullet points. You know, like which one is. Cause then you also have. On the net. Down here you have 6D and 6F, then you have 6G and 6H, 7A, 7. Like it just has the numbers and there's like nothing that we can
Yeah.
refer back to unless. We had our the agenda from the previous meeting.
we have to approve the meetings if we.
So you would request that,
Defer to approve it in our next meeting.
Until they're corrected.
so that would be the motion to request that they are
Corrected.
corrected.
Okay, so I move for to correct the minutes from February 7th meeting. So we can approve them at the next meeting.
But
Do I have a second?
But can't-
Go ahead.
discussion. We could approve the minutes contingent that the corrections have been made.
You could.
But we can also just wait for the minutes and
The
see.
updated,
Exactly, and then we can approve it in the next meeting.
okay. Second, or she second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. All right,
Then there's like,
can we approve the meeting, the subcommittee meeting
You
minutes?
have to make a motion.
I move to approve the subcommittee. He wants
By
the,
adding the.
adding the dates of February
There
21st.
is no big deal.
Do I have a second?
I second.
All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. All right,
Wait, after the data is added,
Yes.
you second motion, Madeline?
Yes.
so back to the agenda here.
Old business.
Old business. Okay, we need to have
Why
elections,
is that old business?
so.
I
we need to
propose-
Elect chair, we need to elect a vice chair. And a secretary. I think first you need to resign.
I propose Vivian be the chair. Or I resign from the secretary position. And I propose Paula to be the
You're
secretary.
doing too many things at once.
Okay, so, no, that's why I said that the video one, I paused, I said, okay, let's start. So I resign from the secretary position. And can I propose nominate her? And nominate Paula to be the secretary.
A second.
Doesn't
you
she have
accept?
to first?
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
I accept, I'm new at this, so I'm learning from him what it is that it entails. But yes, I accept.
I can send you a template. So for this meeting, he's already doing the minutes.
Right.
But for next time, I'll send you a template and everything.
And if you look at the agenda for today.
Right.
It's pretty much the same. You just,
Format.
under each one.
Mhm.
Either what we changed, what we didn't change.
Right.
That's the easiest way that I found.
Yeah.
Well,
What
the
about you?
most important is to get the motions.
Okay,
What did we motion for? Who seconded, did it pass or not?
okay. That's,
Okay, so now we second, right?
So I second.
Okay, so
All those in favor?
aye, for her to be the secretary.
I,
Aye.
Okay, I nominate Vivian.
Congratulations.
Sorry.
thank you.
welcome.
Our secretary.
I don't let you guys down, but whatever I need, I can count on you guys.
I said that secretary, so if you need any help, you can call that.
Thank you.
I make a motion to. Nominate Vivian Levy to be our chairperson.
I second.
Do you accept? Wait, do you accept? We need a vote, we need a vocal, acceptance.
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
He seconded.
Aye,
All in favor?
I second.
Aye. Any nays?
Vivian, you're doing great. Okay.
All right, so
I make a motion to have, or nominate, Jasenia
Okay,
Orellana.
give me I'm writing.
You can also put initials
Yeah.
instead of writing out their names.
Oh, question.
J-O, well, JR is not here anymore, but FT,
Okay, hey, that also helps out. That video, is there a way to get it online? Cause I just see that it has the. Brenda. Perfect, cause it has everything, the script there, so it's a lot easier to do the notes as well.
just don't rely on it, because sometimes if you say first and it thinks you said fist, I
That
don't know.
would take
so-
Yeah, it changes it.
Yeah, but at least,
Paula,
Yes,
Like-
no,
it
it
takes a longer time when you wait for the video.
Okay.
no.
Trust me.
If you do listen to it, speed it up, like 1.5.
you can also bring a laptop or an iPad or whatever electronic device you use. And you do, that's also helpful.
I'll be more, I just did this today, the swearing and everything, so I'm like, oh.
You got this.
The majority is make sure that you
But I've
know
been
who
to school
vote-
for
what was the
years, so I know
motion
that too.
and who approved it or
Okay,
voted on it.
all right,
Uh,
give me a couple.
did we say second? Did anybody second my motion?
No.
second.
I think your
You-
motion was paused.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Is she a second?
I accept.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations. You're back.
see, from treasurer to vice.
All right. So let's move on. Special needs safety program. We have to,
Officer.
Update.
Yeah, we have that one extra applicant, and I spoke to Javier, the attorney, and we're gonna get together so that we can change the verbiage for the exam.
It
Okay.
should be in the process already.
Oh, okay,
I received the changes and I gave them to staff already.
oh, perfect, so then he took it and ran.
Thank
That's all I
you.
got. That was what I had, the late, Yvonne, and I was done.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Moving on to
All right, painting with a twist.
60.
Amazing. Valentine's event was a great success. Any feedback from anybody?
Amazing. We had so much fun. It was very nice. Yeah, they enjoyed all the tips,
Anybody, anybody else have any suggestions or anything for next year?
I am aware that next year, they're not gonna be there anymore. They're gonna be next to some dance class that everybody
Right.
knows, because I don't take dance. And
Why not?
over that way. Probably for the kids.
Yeah, there's only
And
gonna
it's
be
only
one
gonna be
room.
one room.
Yeah. So we'll see how that is. We'll work with it. But yeah, it was a beautiful event. And we got beautiful pictures, which I wanna send to Jonathan and see if he can like do a little post. Okay,
Just send it to me and copy John.
Sooner than later.
okay, All right, so moving on,
60.
the dojo open house, so what are the next steps? Do we have, do we get any feedback from the sensei?
He
as
hasn't
to
told
how
me
many-
yet. Unless you check, no, he's not
How
send
many,
applicant.
applications he processed, didn't process, you sent him the one that I gave you.
Yes, I did. I haven't gotten no response, so come in.
Did you get anything? Okay. So when are the classes supposed to?
Monday.
Monday,
This Monday?
this Monday.
That's why I'm like,
That's why I reached out and said, what's going on with it?
It's like, we need to send an email. Can you send an email?
Okay.
Yeah,
I did.
oh, okay. But you haven't heard anything back.
So how many
He
people do?
contacted the people who registered to tell them, okay, we're starting this day, you need to be here, you need to wear this, you need. I don't know, because when we did the dance program, like Miss Audrey did everything. We didn't have to do anything. So,
My understanding.
from my understanding, he was gonna do everything too, so.
I guess just making sure that it's happening just in case.
Can you share his number with me?
Yes, of course.
I'm a bill collector.
Definitely.
I'm super excited for this program, let's see, I hope that'll work out and it can grow.
And find out how many kids we have. Sign up, let me know. I know we have 3 that will be interested.
Didn't you fill out an application?
No, they haven't, but I'm saying if we, because I don't know how
We have
many
an
kids.
online application too.
Okay.
Anything else, any other questions with the dojo program?
The classes are gonna be Monday.
Mondays, 4:30 to 5:30
After you sent it.
at the youth center.
All right, so hopefully we'll hear something back within the next couple of days. I would like to go to the first class.
Which is what I wanted
Yeah.
to.
Let me see.
I'll resend the email
Take pictures and,
and, I can copy Jesse.
okay,
I can copy both of you.
got it.
I mean, do you want to be copied? Because that's okay. Okay.
No, I mean, not more of a relationship. All right, so,
So are we gonna, I want to be there, definitely. Like at least, to,
yeah.
walk
The
around
first
like
day.
that. Yeah, just.
For sure. Okay, so whoever wants to go on Monday, 4:30 at the youth center. All right, so moving on, workshops.
Are we supposed to, well, since we haven't talked to him, are we supposed to provide anything on that first date?
Not that I'm aware of.
And the kids, with providing uniforms,
Yeah,
and who's buying those uniforms?
We are.
right, we're paying for them, but
But
we're not
he's the
buying.
one.
Bringing
Yes,
their
yes.
uniforms.
All right, so next up, during our subcommittee meeting, we discussed, a few ideas for workshops. One of them being, we wanted, Ivan is here, so I'll do you in part first. We wanted to do one, with you guys, Ivan. So what I know you guys have an IEP one, right? You guys do an IEP.
Yes, she used to do it. She's no longer with us. It doesn't mean that we can't go over it.
Or
I know
what
that
other
I know that you're
workshops do
looking
you
to have parent to parent, so they might be more,
Okay,
they might be more interested in doing that one, although we could take on it, that is more of like their specialty. In
right,
terms of like the legal aspect of it, because I can give you like recommendations, but not the legal part of it.
right.
You can have also, and that's 9, like a workshop for that only, or like that.
We have a that's group. that meets once a month, and that's with Dr. Alessandro, but that usually takes place in the gate. I'm sure he would love for me to have one here. We just have to know how many people are interested, potentially, know that we have like a good forum, and then we can discuss having that. But I know that we have that one that he hosts in the Gables, and then there's one at Nova and David, in the David location. Louis, who's the director for that one, does one as well. Yeah.
I think that will be important because a lot of the things, moms always pays everything about the kids and they do everything, but sometimes dads wanna help. And they do wanna help and they wanna know about what is mom doing. And, listening from Dr. Alexander, which is, amazing. It's good. It really opened up their mind for as a family to do better and at home.
Yeah, for involvement. I do that in my therapy center a lot.
Right.
That's to get involved.
And also for parents, like, still even, they have the diagnosis and they've been for a long time with the diagnosis and dealing with that. A lot of the dads do not talk about it.
I know, but it's.
Some do not talk about it. And sometimes they have a lot more worries, they have a lot more things to ask, and they don't talk about it. But when they get together with all the parents, with all the dads, they open up and talk more about it.
Definitely seen that. And we can, like I said, if there's a need for that, we can definitely look into how to do. But I think that's separate from the workshop itself, right?
That's something
Yeah,
that already
separate.
did. Now,
Yes.
now,
Number, the Chamber of Commerce one.
right,
I'll bring it. Talk about it, yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do you have a list of workshops that you guys already do? Or do you have workshops you guys already do?
I mean, yeah, there's a long list of things that we've done, but what do you feel is a need right now? Because it really depends on what a need is. Like, I'll tell you from experience, we can put whatever topic out there, but if people are not in need of that, they're not gonna show up.
Right, but in my case, I'm not familiar with your workshops. If I had a list, I can say,
Yeah.
oh, yes, that one sounds like it's
Right.
something we need.
So we do anything from transitions. So like, let's say, sometimes we'll go to some of the providers here in the community and the ones that do like early intervention, we'll meet with the parents and kind of talk to them about what it's like to transition into the public school. So that's like a presentation that we've done before. We do presentations on like more of like the behavioral stuff, like, how to maybe put some antecedent strategies in place to kind of deal with some of the basic challenges that they might be having. It's not a substitution for therapy, but it's something that we have discussed before. We've done ones on potty training, we've done some on, just explaining what ABA is, for instance, because a lot of families are not very aware of, what it truly means, what it should look like. So kind of like educating them, like what should you look for when you're looking for a provider. We have transitions into adulthood that kind of talk a little bit more about, what's next once school ends. But it really depends. The only thing that we cannot do anymore, because the state won't allow us to do, is a sexuality talk that we used to have for parents on like how to bring that up to the parents. We're not allowed to do that on the books anymore. It's the only thing, other than that, anything that you feel like might, just throw it out there and I'll tell you if we have a presentation for it.
And I think he was talking, because I saw him when he was talking about, like, he's also getting a lot of collaboration with the schools now. And he's trying to like go back into that. And I think that's gonna be very important for us, like for parents also. When he has that collaboration of how do you look for a new school? When you kids move from elementary to middle school? What are the things that you need to look for? What do you have to ask? What department do you ESC will help you what to do?
And UM can do that?
Yeah, we can definitely explain
Yeah, that's
what the
kind of-
different resources are and all of that, yeah.
Okay.
And usually it's more specific to autism and related, right? Or is it
Yes, but in general, when we're talking about the systems are gonna be like the only, like, let's say, because we work with the autism population. If I'm talking about specific resources within the school district, I'm gonna refer to like the ASD support unit. Let's say,
Okay,
you know,
yeah, that,
whereas the district has other areas, other branches that might be able to help other cases, but we don't work with them.
yeah,
directly.
those are the ones who specialize. in.
Yeah.
I understand, okay.
And now you said,
Yeah, the Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, my relates as a team of commerce, they have a luncheon every, month.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those.
And we actually have it on item 3, if you know,
of our minutes.
Mhm.
of the subcommittee. Oh, you already, you had highlighted it.
So, we wanted to know if, somebody from your staff or if Dr. Alessandri would be interested in being a speaker at the luncheon. I think we said in October.
Yeah.
because
In October.
Employment.
National Disability
Employment.
Awareness Month. Oh, I didn't put the employment one. I forgot the employment part, sorry.
Since, he would be addressing Miami-Lakes business owners, and, I think maybe talking about.
We also see
I-
the initiatives and all.
Yeah, all of that, I think would be a great opportunity. And great information to share. with the business owners in the community.
It's usually, it's a luncheon, so it's like how is his availability usually for that?
I mean, as long as it's within enough time, it should be fine.
Oh.
He tried to make it, I went to the last talk that, Nani was there, he was talking. I think was the one before, the one that just went on. But I think with enough time, we'll be more than happy to be there. I know that he's done like a lot of the podcasts that Mayor Sid used to have, and so he's always looking to spread the word. And he was supposed to be there with us that time, but had a conflict. So he's been looking to kind of get more involved.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So how will we go about that? Do I send you an email or?
Yeah, I can let him know.
Okay.
How far in advance do you think they'll know like the date? For
I
that?
think it's like every first Wednesday of the month or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll find out for you the exact.
Okay.
Okay.
It's easy to say, it's not gonna be this month.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be
No,
April.
it's October, it's October.
Yeah, yeah. It will-
That's October?
Yeah, I have it here.
I just
October,
wanted to
October.
make sure he's not gonna be.
I mean, it doesn't, I mean, we would like for it to be him, but it doesn't necessarily have to play,
Yeah.
if it could be, someone else.
Or someone else,
Yeah.
No, he loves to talk.
Yeah.
He doesn't usually pass down the opportunity to talk.
Okay, so parent to parent, what's the other?
Okay, so. Parent to parent, what she sent me. I guess when I spoke to her, she didn't really understand what I meant. So what she sent me was the ones that are available that are already scheduled from now until May. What I had asked her for was the ones that are available for her, for them to come here to provide for us. So the list she sent me is not the right one. I emailed her already and I'm like, that's not.
But I imagine those
But
that they're having would be also ones that they will be. able to-
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's just I wanted to have the list, so I can at least like pass it out so we could think about,
Which
and
one
already
already
plan.
been,
Yeah. I'll see if I can hopefully have it soon and then I'll email it to Gabby so that she could send it out to us just so we can have it and we can look through it and maybe in our next meeting, try to set already a date for it. I think that would be great.
Just so you know, we usually recommend for our families to do the workshop that they do. It's about 3 hours. And it talks about IDEA and the IEP.
Exactly. That's what I would love
That's
for it to
usually
be.
the one we recommend. They have a lot of useful stuff, but that one really kind of like preps
and
them
it's
for
3
like,
hours?
it's about 3 hours. The one that it's both of them combined.
Yeah, because IDEA is the actual law and then the IEP is the document. So it's, yeah.
And there's also other, like, what is it, 504 or something like that?
Yeah, the
Class
504
accommodations.
Usually they'll talk about the 504 within the IEP, but the IEP is usually like the
Yeah,
main
that's how
focal
we
point.
manage it.
Yeah. But they touch on the 504.
So the chamber usually meets the second Wednesday of the month.
Second.
Okay.
So it'll be October second Wednesday. Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Ivan.
No, thank you.
Thank you for.
So it'll be the 9th, October 9th.
So as far as the topics, you'll get back to me, or do you still want like a list of potential presentations for the workshop?
We would like to have it for us to do here within the town, but then the one for the Chamber of Commerce would be unemployment.
Okay.
So it's like two separate things. But definitely, because we're trying to
Yes.
do constant workshops all the time, and we would like to talk with you guys since you're here.
So 3 things then, workshop, the Chamber of Commerce, and then the DOTS group.
What I've seen that's working too in my office, what I do, I'm a therapy center. A lot of the children are going to Trinity, which is a counseling, mental health counseling. And parents are being involved into the actual therapy as well. And it's really helping the parents understand the child more. So family therapy, I think it's important to bring up, these kids. Because these kids, some of them don't know how to express themselves, right? So these professionals come in and help them understand where's, the trauma, where's the problem coming from, so. Family therapy is good.
And who usually does the family therapy, like a counselor or psychiatrist?
Counselor,
Yes.
well, they first have to get screened,
Okay.
there's a screening process, it starts with the child, and then the parent gets into it, and then, they'll do separate screenings, and then until it all comes down to once a week or twice a week, family therapy, so it's individual and family. But it's really, really good, I've seen a lot of progress in these kids, and in the parents accepting what their child has and dealing with them, more as a parent instead of just, giving them iPads and, not understanding, so, because in my office, we don't allow like that. So I've recommended a lot, and it's working. It's really working, I've seen a big difference. Yeah.
Okay, all right, so, moving on. Oh, wait, legal, yes, I spoke with Attorney Moreira, he's.
What happened?
I never utilized him to a custom service.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And he actually said that he has a contact at the Social Security office that they could, combine the workshop, and I know that's like a huge.
The SSI and SSI
Yes,
benefits.
yes.
Yeah,
And
and
like, I've
CMS,
never
insurance
seen
companies
that.
too.
I don't see that very often.
No?
Somebody, yes. from
Like
that-
someone that can come, yes.
Yes, and talk to the parents and explain benefits and how to get this and how to sign up for that. So I think that would be.
Yeah,
I think so too.
and
For sure.
and a lot of parents don't know that even with specific learning disabled, they can get social security, help pay with meds and stuff.
So I think that,
Paperwork, but hey, yeah, and a lot of them don't even know that even if they make money, they still qualify for
Yeah.
CMS 21, Title 21. We help them at the office all the time.
Yeah, it's
As
only
long
if
as they
they're
have
full pay.
a neurological condition.
But if they're full pay, they don't. Even though that's there's some changes coming to CMS, but if they're full pay, they don't qualify for CMS.
Really.
I can attest to that.
Right.
So that's what.
That's
we're
that-
getting behind.
What's
Full
full
pay
pay?
that you pay the full amount, like you don't
Yeah.
pay the 15 or 20.
Cause now it's going to kid care.
No, it's kid care. CMS is, it's either through Medicaid directly
Or through
or
kid care.
kid care.
Yeah, but now,
But the 19 and 21 is CMS, I'm sorry, is. through
19 is
kid
like
care.
the,
Yeah,
like you don't pay anything at all.
and then, yeah,
but
but
now
there's
there's
some
been a,
changes coming to that and the prices are going up.
there's
They
been
don't-
a bunch of changes lately.
I don't know if it's April or May, that those changes are coming. I don't know, that's something else.
But we have a bunch of kids that they've been losing CMS because they changed, now they're gonna be changed to kid care and
That doesn't sound right, but when, well.
it's been
Okay.
an issue.
So that's amazing. I love the fact, SSI.
Yeah.
Did he say that?
he was gonna contact the guy to see when he will be available, so that we could. So.
Yeah, that would be like
I know,
awesome.
that was
Yeah.
totally off my attention. Okay. All right, so, we have these three, like, upcoming workshops, I guess, we're just waiting to be assigned a date, depending on, when people get back to us. Okay? All right, next up, autism awareness bike ride, April 6th.
By any chance, were you able to talk to the
Yes,
chairperson?
yes. I went to the chair's meeting on Monday and, Rudy, the chair of that committee was there and, he said yes. He's good with the pins and the wristbands. He did bring up the whole thing with the bikes. About if we would be able to provide any, bikes that are,
Special needs?
yeah, what do you call them?
Adaptable. Yes, adapted, like adapted tricycle
Yeah,
for a child adult.
That contact that you had,
So he wanted us to provide,
What's the name?
because apparently they provide some bikes.
I
said most people bring their own,
But
but they do provide, like,
You know,
you just,
happen to not have a bike.
give them an entire,
So, but.
and they collect them back or donate.
Yes, they don't give them out.
Okay, sorry,
Come
my
back to
breath.
You have.
So many things happen.
I'm sorry, we have to stick to one person talking. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So, yes, they have like 10 bikes that people can borrow, so they can do the ride. And, so I don't know, but then again, I don't know how many, if any, special needs people would, will show up to a
Right.
bike ride. Especially like such short notice. To advertise.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
most people
No.
bring their own bike.
what she was saying earlier was that Rudy
Yeah.
suggested we can, provide some bikes, especially for special needs, because they already are providing about 10.
Adaptive,
So that's what she was talking about.
Um,
But that would be something like a rental.
right,
In my opinion, I think it's short notice.
Right.
I think the bracelets and the pins is huge, if we're
Yeah.
able to do that. And maybe we can either plan it for another bike ride throughout the year or next year's. And we kind of promote it more because we don't even have time to promote. And it would be sad that we rent something, and then, okay, no one's gonna use it because no one showed up. I don't know.
right.
A question,
Yeah,
if bike report
Yeah.
doesn't bring helmets, do you, if they don't bring the helmets, I usually bring them, so you want me to do that? Because I usually bring the helmets out and give them out, for anybody that wants a helmet. But if they don't come out, if they come out, then they do.
Because she was gonna go to the last meeting, but it was canceled.
Right.
So we weren't able to get much information. She was able to get this because she went to the chair meeting.
What
Nothing canceled.
what I says is that they always get invited. And then, that's that. So I don't know how they,
And you've always in the past, you provided for all the bike rides or specific bike rides?
no, I bring out the helmets. If they don't show up, I'll bring them.
Now, we're gonna be collaborating with them? Or,
They
Which is-
usually go. They usually are invited. And they have come up.
This is a collaboration.
This is their issue.
so the flyers would have
Oh,
our name too?
yeah,
Abby?
and it does.
They already do the flyer because this is.
I believe there's a flyer, I saw a flyer. Or a little video or something. I saw something.
I think
Can you find out if there's a flyer, and if there is, can they add our logo? Well, please.
The times I have is 7:30
then we
for
would
8
have to-
registration and 8 is kickoff.
So it's at 7:30 in the morning.
Registration 7:30.
You don't have to start.
Yeah.
Now we need to try to
You don't get
promote it.
any special need families at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
You will
I
never.
I wouldn't be able to be there because Jacob has to.
Typical, special, nothing.
Jacob.
I
So
think
why-
early.
So you, Officer Allen, you
Still
You have been to these
Yes.
rights, right? So. I'm sorry.
We've been asked,
What
I
kind
don't
of
know
people
why.
are showing up?
I don't,
I
I don't know
Is it
why.
like the hardcore cyclist
No.
people, is it
It's
that,
too early.
like who showed up to you?
I don't know who set up the times. My opinion is too early because, you know, it's just too early. Yeah, that I can remember, I haven't
I mean,
had one that early before.
they had said.
Competition, yeah, and one of those.
No,
Yeah,
only
right.
six
But
people signed
a
up. so
regular bike ride,
The regular-
On Eventbrite.
More like
There is an event,
8:39,
right?
you know.
9:30.
People might meet too.
Yeah, or 9 and then kick off at 9:30, something like that.
Yeah, that
And those have been. the
More
norm.
reasonable,
Those have been the norm, yeah.
more,
Cool, cause at night. it's
Still
so
cool, yeah.
I mean, I know like the hardcore cyclists, they're out there.
They want
They
to
don't
get
come
some
out.
of
But
it
I don't-
already.
They don't come out to these because these are 5 to, from 4 to 7 miles per hour, usually 5 miles per hour. So it's chugging along so
Legally.
that everybody
Yeah,
can
It's a
Slow
have a
legal
good
bike
time.
ride.
And that's it. It's not for any
yeah, hardcore
competition.
cyclists will
They're
go
not coming after this.
17 to 22 miles an
Yeah.
hour and they're keeping that pace.
They're not
Yeah.
coming out to this.
They won't.
Madam Chair, just an update, it's 6:45 PM, 6:45
Do
PM.
you know where your children are?
Okay,
All right, so, Madeline, you brought,
yes.
samples.
I
You
love
say-
those pins. They're
You say
nice.
the pins, and at the bottom, that's as close as I can get to actual size. Because of course, what they show you
Right.
bigger, but those are the actual sizes. And it displays it, yep. And the bracelets are the regular rubber bracelets
Right.
we were all seeing before.
Those pins are nice.
Now, before I make a motion, I would like feedback on how much to order and what to order.
Okay, so this,
What was it you love this?
100 pieces of any of the 3 pins are
or even the.
$30.
bracelets. Oh, no, the bracelets are.
Where is this from? Amazon?
Yes. So 100 of the puzzle pieces, or 100 of the hearts, or 100 of the ribbon is $29.99, $30,
Okay,
okay?
my opinion. We can use this for any other event. And we have the, resource fair with Arts for Autism.
And we have the walk,
The weekend after.
and we also have the walk, if
And
there's any
the
leftover,
SFAC,
or
right.
if we wanna
So
order
I
enough.
say, I think the price is good, we have money. I say we get,
Okay,
uh,
my whole proposal. That would be
Yes.
300 pins,
What
I
do
second that.
300 pins.
100,
I made a motion.
300.
I second.
And the wristband is 100, or should we get 200?
It doesn't hurt to
Now,
get more
but-
because
but-
we're gonna use them eventually.
But the next thing I'm gonna include it all in one motion. Is discuss these extra items,
okay.
the sensory items.
But let's figure this out
Right.
first, no? That,
So I'm just saying,
yeah, okay,
the
so,
bracelets are 100 bracelets,
no, 150.
150. Okay, good. So I think that should be enough, and then one of each of the pins. Now,
So we're gonna get 300 pins, that's not too much.
Remember, we have multiple events back to back.
and they all
So-
go back,
Exactly, we can use them.
and it's $30.
Should we then get more bracelets? Cause we're gonna get 300 pins and only 150 bracelets.
2 orders of bracelets.
We get 300, 300.
Yeah,
Now-
I think.
That way you have it already, like, for
Yeah.
next time.
Okay,
So then, two
300.
bracelets and then one of, yeah.
okay. Now, also on the sensory part, that takes care of the bike ride. Oh, and
No, the
also,
bike ride, remember, as fact swap, we can also give these out, and we can also give it out at the resource fair.
but, also, which I just remembered right now, Amazon also has the little mesh bags for anywhere from $8 to $10 for 100. So most are gonna include 200 little bags, and we just have to decide what color.
So do we have the bracelets alone and then we, or do we, well, for the bike ride, I think 1 and 1, or do we just prepare a
We
pin
can
and a
decide
bracelet
that
for
later.
each? Okay. No, so we can know how many bags to get, that's why.
Right,
Because if we're gonna do it individual, then we need more bags than if we put it together.
and I think we should put them together because those little pins. the little
Severe length.
pins.
Okay, so then we would be preparing 300, so 300 bags.
300. Which is about $30. Okay, now look at the sensory ones. I steer clear of the bulk that has like 300 pieces of sensory items because I want to say 150 of those items are little bags of plastic or a little teeny white ball. It's not really,
Choke
I agree.
hazards.
I agree.
it's not really usable, I guess I can say.
Mhm.
So on the first one, there's 25 packs, 25 fidget spinners, just the fidget spinners.
So pretty much $1 per,
Correct.
$1
$1
and a
one.
few cents.
$1.04. Okay, I put quantity 4, because that would give us 100 of the fidget spinners. Oh, what I see. And then the second one is 120 pieces of random pop fidget toy fidget bracelets.
Yeah, but it also says sensory toys, so it might be like small.
Well, according to the website, this is the only thing that we're getting out of that thing, 120 random
but if
pop
you read-
fidget.
Yes, and
If you read it, it
multi-squishies.
says random. I understand the picture, but it does say random.
We have to just look for something that says that toy fidget bracelets.
Yeah, just the bracelet.
And do those spinners, they can still use them?
No, but that's just a pop-up bracelet.
I see.
I understand what you're saying, but in the description.
I don't think they use.
I don't think they use the
I don't
spinners too
think
much
they-
anymore. I think the kids use a lot of these, the other ones.
They-
The-
Daughter's always with one. And my son has one, I use it from time to time. I use the cube when I'm driving. The little cube,
The little cube,
yeah.
But I
It drives
think
me
they
crazy.
do use,
the one that's a
What did you
16
say?
pack, the one of the 16 pack one, that fidget spinner deformable, and they get to that.
Oh, that's like a
inside.
transformer,
Yeah,
yes.
they could twist.
And also you can spin it too.
And spin.
So it's like a
And you
two
can put
in
it
one,
somewhere and do this.
and they
you
can
put the
build it,
legs out.
create it, make it their own. They can
Right.
challenge, like I have challenges with the kids all the time. Let's see if I do it this way, but it makes it faster. I might just try it. So it makes them think a little bit more than just, and it spins.
It's like a moped.
Okay.
It's like a little top.
I did that with my son.
Even though,
Let's see how we go fast.
even though it says random,
It makes them think.
random mainly is about random colors. Because all of this whole packet is just
The bracelet.
the bracelet and the strip. So they can.
The
take it
bracelet
apart.
is the strip.
Right,
It's the same thing,
Right.
just one is closed, one is.
and
open.
that's the only thing showing up. Not any extra thing. It's
And in
just
the
the bracelet.
description, what does it say? Like, when you go to the description.
Well, this one was a 50, that one is the 120. Fidget toy, fidget bracelet, durable and adjustable, multicolored stress relief finger press. Those are the pocket bracelets for kids and adults, ADHD, ADD, and autism. Even though the heading says random pop and mushy, squishy, they're all the same. It's the bracelets.
They have these balls that are like stress balls, but they have like little things inside of them that as you squeeze them, you see a lot of colors in them.
In my experience with that, it lasts in my classroom, maybe 3 hours.
Yeah.
Because they start, and then they start, and what they want to do is pop the little thing inside, they pop it, and that's
There
it.
it goes.
Yes,
Okay.
and then you have a little ball running around. So that would be 120 bracelets, but we could cut it back to 50 or whatever. I just made it generic.
No, 120 sounds good,
The,
because we have 3 events coming up.
right, and then we have the multi-sensory tubes.
No, technically 2, we wouldn't give this at the back, right?
No. This was for the, fair.
Fair, and we could add the walk too, it would be for those
Yes,
2.
yes.
Yeah.
That's why this one was supposed to be for just bike, a little bit, and then now these is for other events. We have the tubes. 210 pieces, and it includes, the tube, and then some of the tubes you can fold and make your own bracelet. You have entangle, make them move, you know how we move them on. It's just not stretch, stretch back. You know how the basic ones are just stretch. This you can move it around, you can, make new figures. My favorite so far, not so far, but next one coming up, the 16-pack fidget spinners and deformable stress relief sensory toy robot spinner. It's a spinner in the middle and the little legs and stuff, and you can move.
I
I
like that.
personally like that one.
They're amazing.
And in my class, they like those too.
Alright.
And then of course,
And it forces you to like use your hands more.
and those come in 16 packs, so I recommend 3 packs. Unless you guys would like more.
What about bubbles? Just love it. You guys can put your logo on it. I don't know how it is, but bubbles are miracles. And there's a lot to it. There's exercise for that, you know, for oral, for speaking. And parents can do it for them and the kids can, you know, pop them, and bubbles are wonderful. They're good for visual.
And then the last
Sensory.
one is a combo of fidget spinner and popper.
Oh, okay. I was trying to figure out what it was, yeah.
It's a combo.
Yeah.
It's a fidget spinner and it has the popper.
Well, I haven't seen that time, no.
That's cool.
I only had one student that actually broke the popper. But then again, he bit it just to make a hole in it. So, but other than that, they were very durable.
How did he, that hard frame on, oh, because he got it sideways. Yeah.
You will be amazed what they can do.
Oh, that's it. Persistent.
Okay. So,
We also got these stretchy toys, like that are designed for those that bite. And they're like dumpy. I don't know if you guys remember them.
Oh.
And they're moldable, right? So you stretch them and you stretch them and they come back, right? And for those that like to bite, you know, those are really, really good. I don't know if you guys want to look into those too. I don't know how much time you have.
We have to decide to.
okay, so,
All these events are happening.
Next one.
April.
Oh, they're all in there.
okay, so I would like to make a motion to allocate. You need to tell me from where. Allocate $500 to cover sensory tools, sensory tools, toys? What would you call it?
Yeah.
Sensory
Sensory.
toys slash bracelets slash pins.
A second.
That's for gear.
Is that enough?
$500. Well, this one alone was 327, and then these,
No, it wouldn't be enough. 500 wouldn't be enough, because just this would be 150, just this, plus tax,
which one would be 150?
these.
We're ordering 300 of each?
No. They're $30. And if
Uh-huh,
we're
but-
getting 2, that would be 5 times $30 is 150.
For the whole thing.
Exactly, but then if just
This,
I calculated 120.
that's because you only put one of the bracelets.
Right.
And then.
I would say do 700 or even 800, just to make sure that we
Yeah.
cover everything.
They also charge tax and sometimes.
No, they shouldn't be, we have to tax it.
Oh, that's right.
But it's Amazon, so I don't know
Yeah.
if it's.
I have
Do
Prime.
you have a copy of the budget?
Yes.
So we can look at the budgets and we decide where.
I believe they're under community awareness, but I will double check, like the
Yeah, like
previous.
marketing. So
I actually have the committee report, so yes, it's under.
Okay.
Let me make
Okay,
sure.
so let me, amend my motion. I motion that we allocate $800 from what do we
Community
get?
awareness.
Community awareness
For the sensory items, and yes.
to purchase sensory items, bracelets, bags for our events.
Toys. I second. All those in favor? Aye. This was great, Madeline. Yes, thank you so much. I love the vision.
We went straight to the vote, but during discussion, anybody have any opinion on, are these quantities good or?
Yeah, because we're gonna use
Okay.
them, this won't go bad, so if we have leftover, next event.
And what's the first one we needed by April 7th?
April 6th is the bike ride, which would
Okay,
be.
perfect.
Is it,
So.
Okay, so we covered
please
6F,
take one and pass down. You need both of them.
so we covered 6F and.
You can
6
ignore the committee
H.
report, like the writing on the other side. You don't need that.
Just grab one and pass it on.
So now we're on 6G real quick.
Wait, before we move on, who's going to the bike ride? I can, because Jacob has their get in the morning, in Canada.
That's a Saturday.
Yeah.
I can possibly show up, but I'm not participating.
Yeah, me neither.
You're not gonna ride a bike?
I can't, my knee.
I don't even have a
Brittany
bike.
was okay with you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
I love bikes. I have two.
Okay. Anybody else gonna go to?
I'm gonna give you.
Nine, six.
I'm looking at me, my own phone here, but,
Because you're
I'll
here.
tell you next.
Yeah, right there.
Maybe.
I got me up,
I-
bone on bone.
I have Consejo.
Say,
You can get away with changing the cranks where the pedals go. You get the shorter ones. Your knee won't go up that much. Then your leg will have a natural movement under your hip,
Good idea.
and it helps you out a lot.
so we
Okay.
having like a little book or no, just writing?
Should we set up a table?
I can go, but I don't ride. I don't have a bike.
In my
How
opinion,
do the other ones?
I'm actually buying my
Hard
bike
for me
2
to
weeks
visualize
after.
since I've never been.
Oh.
right,
I'm selling for a cheap table. I'm sorry, man.
if you set up a table, who's gonna be manning the table, who's gonna be there manning the table?
Well, it's really just at the beginning, I would say to put the things there, give them out,
And we
and
don't
then
have
you're
a
done.
table? Don't we have a table?
No, pero we
I think it would be a good idea, you know why? To have the table, because it'll have our tablecloth,
Right.
don't know where they're getting it from, and then you could set up the little bags there, instead of just like having them in your hand, and everyone could just come over and you can hand them.
do they have tables?
Yeah, they set up one table for registration. And then for the helmets, I always tell them, put another one out or give me a little corner there so that I can bring the helmets. And that's it. That's all.
If that's the case,
Yeah.
can we have everything ready, like in the little bags that you're gonna, they said to order? And we partner with Officer Amador there, we don't need to have a table, because we're gonna be there probably for 30 minutes.
But I don't
Right.
want Mr. Amador, Officer Amador to be involved, not involved, responsible to hand these out. We
No,
don't wanna add to him.
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying, I can go, I will go to that event, but I'm saying. Might not have a need to bring in a table and the whole setup, because we can probably share a space with them, because we're.
Because what I was thinking was just like a table and a tablecloth, and then the little
Yes,
things.
and we have a table,
Nothing
right?
else, like,
Committee has a table.
I think so.
I don't know if you guys think it's,
No, I think it's too much. I think it would be just, if they do have already a table, someone can just stand there with. and
If
just
there
do
is
it.
room, I hate to be the,
it's
I'm just
it's
thinking,
outside,
because
right?
if he has
And
helmets
where,
and
where
it's
does it
full,
happen? Veterans Park or?
Well, this one's gonna be at.
Roberto Alonso. Royal Oaks Park.
Cause I'm pretty sure it's gonna be 30 minutes, no more than that, 40 minutes, once they, the bike
Beginning.
starts.
Yeah, por eso,
Yeah.
it's just.
I mean, I can go, I'll wear my shirt. I can have like a little basket or something with all the pins.
we have to talk to Rudy and
there
see if we- at the registration
available.
center, table, or right next to
Huh?
it.
I'm available.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think we need a table, because that's gonna be too much.
For such a
Super
short
early in the
event.
morning. I think it's better if we just, we wear our shirts, we're not doing the bike ride, we're just there for the beginning. And hand out the bracelets and the pins. Out of a little basket or whatever.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a big operation.
Yeah, and I hope, I hope that people show up, but so far only 6 people have signed up. I mean, it's still
To
a
the
ways
bike ride?
away.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a ways away,
Okay,
but I think,
And you don't have any,
Yeah.
brochures or anything, any, stuff that I could take to the office and hand them out to?
Sure, we have a flyer, no, we have a flyer for the
Yeah.
bike ride?
no, not
yeah, the
yet,
bike ride.
and we're in some cooperation with them.
You guys can do that, I can hand them out to the kids. in the
Yeah,
office,
once-
to the parents.
Which is the committee that's doing this?
Neighborhood improvement.
Neighborhood improvement, once they do it, we can always pick up some flyers, pass them around. Okay, Madam Chair, just a heads up, it's 7:03 PM. Can we move on to 6G?
Yes. The Arts for Autism Resource Fair, everything's moving along with that. I'll be ordering the food and the decorations along with Miss Audrey.
I'm so sorry. So you are partnering with NIC for the bike ride.
Yes,
So you don't want a table.
No.
But you will be
Handing
you'll have
out.
giving giveaways.
yes,
And you would like the logo on the flyer.
yes.
Okay. Is there anything else for the bike ride? No. Did you have to allocate money for this, or is it part of the?
We're getting the
We
pin
just-
and the sensory all together. We allocated 800 from community awareness.
That's what you said?
Yes, no, from community, I just didn't hear the amount.
Oh,
Oh,
800.
800.
And we can second the motion.
So the resource fair, everything's moving along great with that. It's on April 13. The flyer was approved.
Yes, for Arts for Autism Research.
Yeah.
Yes.
What are the times?
What's the time?
The recess fair?
11? 11 to 1, I think.
They're gonna ask for all the times for everyone.
Yes, 11 to 1.
The bike ride, Officer Amador, do you know the time for the bike ride?
7:30 to 8, registration, 8 kickoff.
So they're done.
The SFAX walk,
We already ordered it. We included,
Right,
I included
that.
F and H.
Times?
they
Wait,
haven't-
hold
Who's
on,
gonna
I'm
be
sorry, Madam Chair, on 6G, order food decoration, we didn't motion money
We had
Yeah, we
already,
already know.
before?
yes.
Okay.
Okay, but wait, who's gonna be there?
For
Where's it at
what,
again?
for the autism fair?
Where's
I
that?
can go. It's
I believe.
Mary Collins.
Same as last one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
And the resource fair is from 11 to 1.
Yeah, we got that.
I can go.
Yeah, I'll be there too.
I'll be there for them.
And we need a table,
Yes, for
that's
sure.
taken care of?
Yes.
I can be there for that one too. 11 is a good time. And if you guys need anything from me, let me know.
Thank you.
That's
Okay,
the
now, go.
13, right?
Go.
Yeah.
Well, okay, SBAC swap, who's going?
That I can, I won't be in town.
So what's next?
I can't commit this far
I don't
ahead.
know that, I don't, they haven't said the time.
Okay, yeah, because I need to see, because the thing is Jen is doing tutoring, Jacob is doing.
It's too far ahead for me.
If I knew the time, I could say.
I'll let you guys know the time. They haven't sent the flyer.
Okay. So there I can't say just yet.
All right, so moving on, the Hope for Autism Talent Show, I'll be ordering the food. And that's on April 27th.
Times?
6.
We're not go, I mean. That's like their event,
Right, it's,
we're just.
yeah, you have to like.
We're just providing
the
food.
food.
We don't have to, it's not our
We
event.
allocated
Right,
already for it.
yeah,
It does well.
And you're already allocated and we voted on that one too.
yes. Okay.
Moving on to new business.
Okay, new business. All right, I wanted you guys to look over the new website and the page, our page. And, you know, see if everything's working, if the, QR code is working on our stuff. The flyer.
In other words, review the website, let us
Yeah,
know, or
and
let
the research.
Gabby know or somebody.
Yeah,
What needs to be changed, and if you look, I'm sorry, if you look in the minutes from the subcommittee, we had already moved some of the stuff around, added and took away.
Yeah, but now, okay, question, we approve the minutes, but do we need to vote for these things to happen?
Not that
Or
I'm aware
because
of.
we approve the minutes?
You approve the minutes from the subcommittee meeting.
Yeah,
If you have any ideas that were brought up,
exactly,
you need to motion them now.
that's what I
Right.
thought.
Is ideas considered fixing errors on the website?
Yes,
Go.
you would request that a change be made to include this or anything.
Okay, Francisco, the easiest way for you is gonna be, look at 8 on the subcommittee minutes. Now, I put as a general, update resource list on the town's website under events and initiatives, so this is specifically under events and initiatives. But also if we have any ideas for the resource list itself, that can be something that we can bring up later. But these are things specific that we spoke on. So do I motion like each thing, or can I just motion for like, how would I do this? Cause it's 6 different things.
How about,
You could just copy that. You can read that
Okay,
and then you can copy this into the minutes, which is exactly what she's reading.
let me do it.
So
Okay.
we're gonna be doing just one motion for everything.
yep. Okay, so I motioned to do to update the resource list on the town's website under events and initiatives. Starting with the Hope for Autism Christmas event, that should be removed. Gigi's Playhouse Gala should also be removed. The reason why removed, because this isn't an event that we ourselves put on. This is an event that we sponsor somehow, but it's not our own town event, SNAB. The Arts for Autism, it just says Arts for Autism. We want to add dance class. The Painting with a Twist, add that as an event. Resource Fair, also add that as an event. And then now that we have the Karate Dojo program, add that as an initiative. Because it hasn't quite started yet, but it is starting Monday, so I'm not sure how that would go, but add that as well as. Because it says events and initiatives, so regardless, it falls under both. So Karate Dojo program. Anybody second?
Second,
all those in favor?
Alright,
Aye.
in addition.
Here we have the inventory, which what we spoke about that at the subcommittee meeting as well. So to do like an inventory of the water bottles and drawstring bags.
Okay, but
Based
hold
on
on, that's completely. Though 7A is about the webpage review, now you've jumped to another, discussion of
Correct.
another.
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't have it. That we have, we're discussing, now we're discussing inventory. And that's not pertaining to the website.
I know.
Okay, so do we need to add that?
No, we don't have time.
No, we
We'll
don't.
discuss it
I'm just
another
saying, but
time.
that's something that we need to inventory.
Okay. So next item is field trip. All right, so I was thinking of doing, since we have a lot of funds, of doing some type of field trip. So I wanted to open it up for discussion that we don't have time for. So I want to assign a little homework for the next meeting. If you guys could bring some ideas of where could we do like a field trip to, you know, whether it's
Baseball
a
game?
Hornets game or the zoo or parrot jungle or, you know, something like that and see if,
For the butterfly.
Closing?
Yeah, it's so amazing because
Not official.
Okay, so.
Okay,
Okay,
So
so
that's
we'll
that
bring back
idea.
ideas.
So, yes, so bring back ideas for next meeting. So we're gonna, I move to, you know, defer that. Defer this to the next meeting, so we can discuss it further with all the ideas you guys are gonna bring.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. The inclusive art exhibit, I'm gonna move to defer that as well.
Melanie, you second the motion, right? It was just Jesse.
Me.
Oh.
So I'm gonna move
Just
to,
with J O. Make it easier for you.
J-Lo?
J O.
how about? Oh, no, we
the
already.
inclusive art exhibit, I do wanna say something about that. Maybe it's something that we could, work together with the cultural affairs committee. Madeline?
Not big English.
Do you guys have any event that's similar to that? Like an art exhibit?
Not currently, but we meet next Wednesday and we've been trying to get different kinds of art exhibits. So
So.
I will
would you
keep,
consider-
I will keep the special needs advisory board
Right.
in mind when we discuss about an art exhibit and collaborating.
And yeah, so we can feature some special. Artists.
And then, so you motion to move it to the next meeting?
Yeah. But please take that.
For
from
Madeline
your
to bring
meeting.
it up.
Yeah,
And
all
then
right.
for new business, I'm gonna send you the flyer for the invitation for the Down syndrome awareness day. And it's next Thursday.
Okay, you can say that in announcement. Save it for announcement.
So what we're doing with 7C?
Are we gonna motion?
Yes, I'm gonna move the
Defer.
inclusive, to
Item
defer item 7C until next meeting.
Next week.
I second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right.
Budget.
Budget.
Okay, Gabby.
Yes, so you have here, I kind of explained, how you guys broke down this. The committee report here has where it says first, where you had 9,260 you had to allocate.
I never got the budget paper.
I don't have it.
You have it ready?
Yeah,
No, not this one, this is the other one.
It's the committee
Yes.
report one?
yeah.
That's the one I meant. No, no.
Yeah, is there any more of the budget?
So this I have.
You're all here. Okay. I don't know.
So what is it we're doing, Gabby?
So you, for the committee report, what you guys did was allocate this, second gala allocation. That's what you guys did to make the 80,000.
Okay.
But, you kind of have to basically motion for it to be
Carry
done again because of carry forward. So you have really 48,000 that is you need to focus on. But to make sure that you have everything together, it would just be better if it's all in one motion and like in the minutes.
So can
So-
it be like,
If you want these numbers to be exactly the same, that's totally fine. You can just say, which would be where it says available budget. You would say, the only difference would be the special needs advisory board, the first one, that's. Because you need to move that, which you did in November, but that hasn't been reflected yet. And it won't, because you have to move the 48,000 anyway. So if you want to leave those numbers exactly the same, the only thing was that 9,260 will move to social and recreation. That's what you guys had motioned for.
okay,
So that'll end up being 14,000 something.
Where are we moving it to, social recreation?
Yes. So everything else would stay the same, and that will still give you 48,000.
yeah, because the number's not changing, it's just the bucket that it's coming into.
Exactly.
So is that the motion we're making, or we have
That's-
more money to allocate?
So you have, this was already done, the other one, which is the 32,000. Which would end up being 32,000 plus the, what you already had of 48,000 to give you 80,785.
Which we motioned already at our at one of our previous meetings, so then it's just approving the carry forward.
Yes, and basically, well, yeah, motioning.
But
for
do
it
we
to
have
happen.
to specify now the buckets? No, because we
Yes.
did already.
You would,
But wasn't that done already?
yes, but that's before, well, the 48,000, it was in the minutes, it just said approved whatever was in the committee report. It wasn't like actually detailed.
I think we did. That's why it's here, like CA, CP.
Yes, but that's because it was on this paper, and a different one. The one from November, this is the one from February. So what they wanna see is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So what the motion is, we're doing this, and it totals.
so then basically just repeat what it says here, which is 32,000 for a total of 80,000. Is that how it would work?
No,
Like-
so what you're doing is you're looking at this,
Mhm.
and this has,
So we have to say what the numbers are gonna become? Is that what you're saying?
yes, basically. So you're basically combining them
Yeah.
to show the 80,000
So we have to split up the
Which
80,000.
I think is
785.
already here. Just double check that it's there, and then that's the motion that you would be making.
Which is technically it's already here, because look, the 32,302 that we're supposed to add is right here already. That's why I'm saying that. We already did.
Right.
And then you're just missing 1,000, which was from. Let me double check this one.
The sponsorship?
Yes, it's already there, but for the carry forward to happen, but let me see, because I just spoke to staff, so.
Okay, this was already, but I don't understand, because where it says second allocation, is this something that you wrote? Or this is what we had said in our previous meeting?
This is both. So I wrote this came from either the meeting or the committee report.
Okay, which was approved already, so technically.
Yes,
Then it's just,
approved by council.
okay,
So they, like, finance is just asking for this, so they can move the money, because
Okay.
if not, you won't have that money being carried forward.
So can I just motion that community awareness is gonna be 9,367, break it all down for a total 80,000?
no, because it would be the 9,000 plus this. Oh, no.
This all
Oh, no,
totals-
it's right here.
Yes,
Yes, so you would basically be doing this.
Okay, so just
I would motion
motioning
that.
for these new amounts to be. and
yes,
then-
the total's 80,000,
Yeah, okay.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
because, the 1,000 sponsorship, you don't have to do that. They said.
Okay. Okay, I would like to make a motion to for our budget and the areas of community awareness be the amount of $9,367.84.
9,367.84, yes.
Just keep.
Also for community programs, that'll be now 24,600. Social and recreation should be 24,929.62. Trainings and workshops will now be 9,585.32. Grants and aids is now gonna be 12,302.60 for a total budget of 80,785.38.
Which they round to the dollar, so
I
it's
second.
just 80,785.
Okay.
I second. All those in favor?
Alright,
Aye.
Is that done?
Motion passes.
Yes.
Okay, so, we have
Announcements?
a couple.
Oh.
Wait, before that, I wanted to discuss, this Miami Lakes Young Card picnic that they brought to present. Is there any discussion on that?
I would like to table that. It's already 7:23.
yeah,
All right, that's fine. It's not on the agenda.
Yeah, let's put it for, yeah.
All right,
And we can add it to the next one if you want.
Glady, you want anyone to say?
Yes, I would like to invite everyone for Down Syndrome World Down Syndrome Day, which is 3/21 at Chelas from 6 to 8 p.m. Celebrating.
March 20th?
21st. Big parties of the Thompson 21
And now I know why the socks.
and the faces up.
I didn't know, and I checked it because we're doing it at my job, and it's because the socks.
So where you
It,
fix
it
it up
looks like a
and
chromosome,
chromosome.
and then since they have an extra chromosome, that's why they're crazy socks. Or silly socks.
Yeah. So we're doing so. And also just for save date, the walk is gonna be May 18th at McDonald's Park. From 8 to 1.
The Gigi walk.
That's for G.
Yeah.
yeah, whatever. What's the time for Chelas? 5 to 6?
6 to 8.
And at what time is the walk?
8 to 1.
The other weekends that be someone.
Thursday.
May 18.
May 18.
May 18th.
And what time you said?
8 to 1.
8 to 1.
This is overheating.
Ah,
So it would be nice if the majority of us could be there on Monday for the karate class. It's just a little bit, just, to start, it would be nice.
and I'll be contacting Sensei.
More information.
Yeah.
A question, do we have another open seat?
Yes.
on the board?
Before we adjourn,
Actually,
okay. I wanted to welcome Paula to the board. If you wanna take a minute and tell us a little bit about yourself, since we didn't get to do that at the beginning, because we were like rushing. For I mean, I know
Those
you
are done now.
but there's people here who don't know you, so. Please.
Okay.
Comment.
I'm Paula. I'm an occupational therapist. I have my own special therapy center, special needs therapy center for physical therapy, occupational speech. Or pending behavior. It's been denied a couple times, but we're very hopeful. We just keep right applying. I've been practicing for about 15 years. I was therapist to Miss Alegría, my little lady, she's a little baby, so I know Claire's very well. I'm very passionate about what I do, as you all know. I still treat some kids, you know, because I don't like to lose that touch. I'm owner, clinical director of my company. I'm all for whatever I can do to help the community, empower it, give ideas. Things that have worked for me, you know, and collaborate among yourselves and it's an honor to be here with you guys. So whatever I can do to help, just be patient with me because the good thing is that he works for me, so if you can show me what I have to do at the
I don't know if
office.
that's a good idea.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I just told him today, and I'm like, okay, you know what I mean, so. Let's swear in, so everything was like a last minute thing for me today, and everything really happened very quickly, to be honest with you. With John and everything else, John is a parent of the kids at the office, so. So it's nice to see familiar faces, be together with people that I know, you know, so.
Welcome.
Thank you. My therapy center is right behind here, Kids Space Therapy Center. So, you guys know anybody? We can help.
Thank you. We look forward to working together with you. And before, I wanted to say something. I wanted to say thank you guys for choosing me as chair again. It is an honor.
I was whispering already.
Loudly whispered by accident.
It's an honor to be chair again and to have Jesse as my vice chair again. You know, I'm very proud of this group because, you know, I came here today a little bit unprepared. And you guys really like kept me, you know, and I felt like I didn't have to do everything and think of everything. And,
That's
you
why we're
know,
here.
and that's like means a lot. And, you know, hopefully I won't burn out. You guys won't let me, so I feel your support.
And congratulations to our new vice chair, chair and secretary.
So, your next meeting is April 3rd, but I will not be here. So would you like to move it to a different day?
If you are not here,
We
does
can't
somebody
have-
else come in your place?
They can, but if not, I mean, I'm willing to change or to make myself available on a different day. Either that same week, if you want that same week, since it's before,
The
the
bike
walk.
ride.
Yes, the bike ride.
I do think that we should move it forward or probably after, but I do believe that she should be here because she knows everything that we've been talking about, everything we've been doing. Someone else comes in, they might be lost and we're gonna have to do some different changes, so.
I agree, and
Okay.
something with Gabby, like we've seen it today, like, oh, in November's meeting, this
Mhm.
meeting, that meeting, I think we need that, like, I think that's important, so I mean, I would opt for changing the date also.
Okay, so real quick, do you don't have any dates available?
Yes, as long as it's not a Tuesday, because I also have.
Okay, so we can. Okay, so what are the dates you're available another week?
Do you want that same week?
Yeah, I personally would like it, because April 6th is our bike,
Yeah, just in case there's any last minute anything.
yeah,
You
so
can
it's not
do-
Tuesday and it's not Wednesday.
You can do the 1st, which is Monday.
April Fool's Day,
That's why you're not.
is Monday's a good day for some of us.
5:30, would it be 5:30
Same time.
also?
I mean, the whole day is open, but yes, specifically by the day.
Mother works for me.
Thursday, it would have to be earlier than your time, because there's a meeting at 6:30.
Thursday's gonna be like this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monday, I would say Monday.
Mondays.
Monday.
Monday to say?
Can you on Monday? Yeah, Madeline?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Monday, Thursday.
okay,
Okay, yeah,
all right.
Same time.
I second.
Did we make a motion?
I'm just writing now, I just wrote the proposal now, so.
I motion that we move our next meeting from April third
Can we get a
to
reminder?
April
Yes.
first,
Don't worry.
2024 at
Second.
5:30 PM.
All those in favor?
Aye.
What else?
I think that's it.
Yes,
And we did a
Oh,
lot.
okay, yes, so it's just an announcement,
we know we
You
gotta be on
guys-
time.
yes, you guys are doing great, but just remember to be on time, because we do need to be starting at 5:30. That's it. As always, email me. You can call, I'm only here Wednesdays. I have very limited hours, so only here Wednesdays for the most part, except April 1st, I will be here. So. Whatever you need.
And your email is listed.
Yes,
Oh, and something important, like if you're gonna
I
send,
think you sent me something too, right?
yes, I sent you a little like, what?
Yeah.
if you're gonna send an email, let's say you wanna write to someone having to do with the board, first you can email us, okay? We're not supposed to be copying the email, but always like either send it to her directly and copy whoever else, or you send it to someone else, but always copy her, just so that she's always in the loop of whatever it is. Like if you wanna ask any questions within the town, so any, like her employee or anything like that.
And anything that is going to be voted on,
Right.
we cannot discuss outside of this office, or I mean, outside of this room in this meeting. Everything has to go through them.
If you
Yes,
say, I have a great idea to do this, and you would like it on the agenda, you can either wait until the meeting, and then during addition, deletions, all of that, you can mention it, or you can email me, and then I'll tell the chair to add it.
Can we add her to the chat? To the text message?
Yes. Which this is only for, are you running late to the meeting? Or will you
Yeah.
be at the event? This is not,
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's nothing that pertaining to voting or, it's mainly attendance. Are you coming to the meeting?
Right.
Who's coming? Who's not? Hey, we'll meet on Saturday at
Like,
just
anything
communication
you
of
want
what
to add
we
to
needed,
the next minutes?
but not discussing anything we need to vote.
Okay. That's fine.
All right, so I move to adjourn the meeting at 7:34.
I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.